So today we'll talk about the filtering. What does it mean? It means that now currently you can see that you can just see the all list, but you cannot search whatever, like for example milk. So you want to see only milk related things or salad, then you can just search and it will show the result based on your search. So let's start how we can do this. So if we want to add a new field, add a new text box here, so we have to update code in the list, invoice list. So here you can see that is the invoice, that is that, but we will add another button here. So that is the list and all about that. That is the item, but inside that list, that is the items and that. So here, because that is the header part and that is the item part, I mean that is the this part. So actually you have to write code here so that it will align here. So now if we add a new like header toolbar and toolbar, just so here we have to do more like title toolbar, then text, actually it is the toolbar. So inside that toolbar we can add the title, text, just for the taste. So now you can see that is the taste, it is showing here just for the, but we have to do more things. But this text will come from that I18N, so we have to I18N that invoice list title. So basically here actually you can notice that I already use a header toolbar here. In that header toolbar I added this, and whatever we need we can use everything in that toolbar. So that is the reason actually this header text is not required, because now everything is coming from that, and because that is now it's a toolbar. So just save this, and we have to use a toolbar. Okay, that is the title. So now you can use a search field. So we don't need all. Search field. So here let's see what happened. So this search field is here, but it is not good. So we need some perfections. We need to add some properties here. It is like 50%. Now see what is this look like. Okay, now it's good, but it should be this side, not with that invoice, because that is the header text of that. So that is the reason we have to use the that is called toolbar spacer. So now if we see, automatically it put a space and it is automatically go there, and that is just invoice and there is a source. So now actually what we have to do, we have to put a handler. I mean that when it starts, then actually where it will call, which functionality it will call. So search, when we search, then actually it will call the on filter invoices. So we have to declare this filter invoice, and this toolbar and this list, we have also need to put a ID. So like invoice list, you can just, because it's a name, so invoice list, and here let's check. Okay, nothing is broken. So now it's look good. So now what we have to do, we have to this mention, we have to declare in the controller. Why it is in controller? Because all type of logic we declare in the controller. So that is the view and that is the controller. So in that controller there is another that is the hello on open dialog, close dialog. So here, so invoice list controller, actually that is the hello panel, it's not good. Invoice list controller, we have to use this. So that is the okay, so that is another event handler we will add here. So you already know how you can declare the event handler. So here, then on event, that is the format. So here I just declare, but before that we need to do something. We need to add some package, because that it will call for the filter. So we have to put some package here, SAP UI, then model filter, and another is SAP UI model, then filter operator. So that is those filtering package you need for that filter. So it is also automatically showing here. Now we already declared that our event handler functions. So here we have to first we have to build an array to store here const filter, then another that const as query event dot get parameter, it is query. Okay, then we have to bind, but before that with as query, and it's just a filter dot push new filter, then the filter name, like we will what field search by what, we'll search by the product name, then filter operator dot contents, then as query. This part is done. Okay, so now actually we have to filter bindings. So now const u list will bind in the list. So here this dot by id, and this the id what we mentioned in that invoice, and it was the invoice list, so it will automatically showing. So that is the reason id is always required. Then constant u binding that u list dot get binding, what it will by actually items, then u binding dot filter a filter. Okay, so now it's look good. So if we refresh and like it's somehow it's changing. So okay, binding filter is not a function. So now you can also see how I can debug. So here binding not a, so here actually we have to fix here. So now it's, so basically it should be small filter. So now if we search like salad, so now you can see that it is working based on that search. So that is the way actually you can search. Now I use the product name, but if you want like other way, you can just put like this. So basically that is the way you can add this. So let's continue with the sorting and grouping in the next tutorial. Thank you.